You have to stop putting people on pedestals. The sooner you realize that everybody is just a human being, the further you're going to go in life. The other day, I was with my friends, and we happened to walk by the hotel where all the French national players were staying at. They rented out the entire hotel. They were throwing jerseys down. They were just going crazy. People were having a good time. But I couldn't help to think to myself, like, man, at the end of the day, these guys are just normal people. Like, sure, they're good at kicking a ball and playing soccer, but like, really, what makes them different than me, right? What makes them different than you? And I'm really a big believer in just thinking that people are normal. Like, every human being is just a normal human being. And I feel like the quicker that you realize that, the faster you're going to be able to propel yourself into success. So I'm kind of going to split this off into two separate portions here. I'm going to talk about just general examples of what I mean by people are normal, and then just personal experiences I've had as well. So I guess starting with what successful people themselves have said, if you look at people like Cristiano Ronaldo and people like Richard Feynman, both like two of the GOATs in their respective field, one for soccer, one for physics, both of them say they're really, really normal. There have been interviews where Ronaldo just like thinks he's a normal guy. And I know he's like cocky from time to time, but that's just a part of the character that he plays, and honestly, he deserves it. He's the GOAT. But there have been interviews with him where he's just like, "Oh, I'm just a normal person." I'm sure you can go look this up. Just search up Ronaldo saying he's normal interview.
Describe yourself in one word.
In one word, in English, wow. Brilliant.
Magical. Amazing. Incredible.
In one word is very deep.
Hero. Genius.
Normal. Just normal.
Yeah.
And where other people are describing him as just like this brilliant player and exceptional, which he is, he still thinks that he's a normal human being. And the same goes for Richard Feynman. Richard Feynman has gone on numerous times to say that he was just an ordinary person who studied really, really hard. And he believes that anybody who studies really, really hard can go out and do really, really cool things within the sciences and just research in general.
You asked me if an ordinary person, by studying hard, would get to be able to imagine these things like I imagine. Of course, I was an ordinary person who studied hard. There's no miracle people. It just happens they got interested in this thing and they learned all this stuff. They're just people. There's no talent, a special miracle ability to understand quantum mechanics or a miracle ability to imagine electromagnetic fields that comes without practice and reading and learning and study. So if you say you take an ordinary person who's willing to devote a great deal of time and study and work and thinking and mathematics and time, then he's become a scientist.
Which I fully believe that as well. I've had some success when it comes to research, and then as well as school to some extent. Definitely not as much as other people, but like, again, I just think everybody's normal. Like, there's no real reason to put these people on pedestals, because at the end of the day, they're just normal people like you and I, and they admit that themselves. And then, like, kind of going into my personal life, it's like last year, as you guys know, I was doing research with a professor, and that professor is a top 1% contributor to his field, his respective field. And I remember one time we were just having dinner in Utah. We were at a conference and we were having dinner, and just randomly we just started talking about cars and just how much he loved cars. And I was just like, wait a minute, this guy's just like a very normal human being. Like, he's literally just like me. Like, he's just a chill guy, and the only thing that's really special about him is just how much work he put in, and the fact that he wanted to, develop these crazy radios and contribute to a scientific field. And that's great, and I really feel like you just have to have the drive, you just have to have the passion. And like, I've met so many people where it's on paper they seem like these crazy individuals who have done crazy things, and you just kind of look back and it's like, man, after having a conversation with them, they're just completely normal human beings. Like, they all just kind of work, go to the gym, do whatever they need to do, try their best to reach that top 1% in their field, and then they just kind of move on. It's just like, everybody's a normal human being. Literally, there's nothing that differentiates ourselves. It's just, how much do you want to put in? And I think that's pretty much it. It's just, how hard do you want to work? I don't think there's anything that makes anybody inherently special. And this goes back to talking to people as well when it comes to connections and things of that nature. I really wouldn't put anybody on a pedestal. I used to have a bad habit of like putting people on pedestals and then like depending on other people. Again, it's just, I would go into conversations just thinking that, okay, this person might be more experienced than me in X field right now, but at the end of the day, they're a normal human being like you and I watching this video. And it's just like, there's no reason to be scared or intimidated by other people. I really feel like just going in and just acting like a normal human being is just such a good trait to have when you're talking to other people. Just never put them above yourself. So yeah, don't be like the French fans at the beginning of the video. Don't just like sit in front of hotels waiting to see a glimpse of a player when they're not even doing their job. It's one thing to watch a soccer game, it's another thing to go and sit and camp outside of a national team's hotel, so to speak, and just like pray that you get to see a glimpse of a player. It's like, why aren't you in that position where people aren't cheering you on, you know? And I really feel like anybody can be in that position. It's just that you have to have the drive and then the work ethic for it. So yeah, that's pretty much it from me. Never put anybody on a pedestal. Guard your hearts. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.